restaurant. So there is and there might be an ease of running a business, but ease of starting a startup, ease of starting a business in skill development most probably is not that comfortable. So government must initiate certain revision to the whole program. The whole old SOP needs to be revised. So government has to be an enabler, government has to be an augmenter, government has to be a facilitator. So the new companies who are actually eyeing to enter into the skill development platform, government must facilitate their entry, because they will definitely help in job creations. They will definitely help in giving more livelihood and more contribution to our GDP. So ease of starting business has to be there. It's a challenge for skill development, and this challenge has to be met. And we need government support actually, because we cannot take all these decisions on our own, because a project implementing agency has to run within the bracket, within the ecosystem, within the the stringent standard operating procedure being governed by your Ministry of Rural Development. So of course in Odisha there is a privilege, like Odisha is an annual action plan state, because in India the whole skill development platform is divided into two different category of states. One is YP state, second one is annual action plan state. Annual action plan state can take its decision on its own, like Odisha is an app state. There are certain YP states also. So but Odisha can take decision, but we require the support of the central government, of course. So ease of starting business, ease of running business is there in Odisha and everywhere in India, but ease of starting business, that's lacking in skill development. So that would be another challenge in this corona crisis. And as I told you, like I have already discussed with two different challenges. One is your remote learning, and second one is your ease of starting business, and third one is, I believe, the augmentation of digital technology into the system. The whole training mechanism was actually run through offline mode earlier, but right now, since there is a digital transformation and we are going a bit more digital in this world, and right now everybody is actually locked down, and the process of locking and unlocking will be going on, and we don't know, we don't have any clues at all what will happen post corona. But everyone is talking about post corona, but I believe there is no such thing like post corona. We have to live with this virus, and believe me, everyone, like this virus is going to continue, but we need to have a positive mindset actually, because once the vaccination comes in, like Baba Ramdev has already declared, like there is a corona fighting kit available with Patanjali, and Russia has done some great breakthroughs. India is working on vaccination. USA is into right now human trials. So a lot of positive news are spreading across different social media. But I'm a bit surprised, like when I talk of India, like when I've seen people in my neighborhood, I have seen ki, even in social media people are telling, like this is a fake virus information. I wish it was a fake virus information, and people have tagged me also, like this is a fake virus. But I believe the government has done its best. The healthcare professionals, they have also done their best, and the police, the cops, the super cops, the corona warriors, the paramedical staff, all they have done their best to manage corona. But right now it is just out of control. But we as a citizen, we should be more responsible, because हम लोगों को भी थोड़ा सा responsibility निभाना पड़ेगा. Like we need to wear mask while we are going out in the public. We need to maintain the minimum distance. The social distancing standard has to be maintained. The practice the culture of maintaining your own health, hygiene, safety has to be maintained. So a lot of work has to be done, and we must not push the healthcare professional to a limit beyond their exhaustion, because 59% recovery rate in corona in India, that itself says that the healthcare professionals, they have done their best. But right now, by not maintaining these social standards, social distancing standards, not wearing mask in the public, not taking care of our own health, hygiene, and safety, we are pushing this healthcare professional into a level of exhaustion, which is very pathetic. I have seen in my neighborhood, nobody is wearing a mask. They are telling it's a fake virus information. So how can it be possible when so many death cases are reported? Community transmission is already there. Although government is not declaring regarding this community transmission, we have to take certain steps in order to protect ourselves. So if at all, within the next 1 or 2 months we are opening our skill development centers, then this sanitization practice will be another major challenge, because we have to run our batches on odd even basis. That means odd people will be there, like there are certain odd numbers, there are certain even numbers. So we need to run our batches in different shifts, which can be very very hectic for the trainers as well as all the project management staff. So this is another challenge when we are coming up with offline mode. When coming up in offline mode, definitely running odd even batches for a particular trade or for multiple trades will be another challenge for us. So that's another challenge. So number one challenge will be remote learning. Second challenge will be definitely the pending checks. As I told you, third is maintaining the WHO standards for protecting ourselves from this corona crisis. But last, but not least, because this is a very vast subject, and if we really start discussing all the challenges and all the opportunities, it will definitely take a whole day time. So I'll not be very elaborative as far as my viewpoint is concerned. Rather, I would ask for some suggestions, because it is all about learning, and I believe knowledge share is knowledge square. Actually, whenever you are sharing your knowledge, means you are actually doubling your knowledge. That means you are sharing your knowledge, you are squaring your knowledge. That's my mantra. So I don't feel always like I know everything, because I don't know anything. I believe I know a little. I'm learning, I'm still learning, I'm still a learner, and whenever I'm getting opportunities, I'm learning. So let's come to our next point, like what can be the next possible challenge. The next possible challenge would be, all I can say ki government has already declared, like there will be one agro MSME policy. Agro MSME policy is something where the government is going to involve all the gram panchayats. All the gram panchayats beneficiaries will be there, the delegates from gram panchayat level will be there. So government is actually planning for some industrial clusters. That means network clusters will be there, like China का example अगर मैं आप लोगों को दूं, तो China is having separate cities and separate hubs for different manufacturing. Like for example, if you take into consideration the footwear industry, then for particularly footwear, China is having a city. For garment manufacturing, China is having a city. So China is having industrial network clusters. So government is actually eyeing, or maybe it's a plan of Mr. Narendra Modi ji. It's very important plan that 350 network clusters, industrial network clusters, have been identified by the government. But the only question is, there are three different kind of lists. One is the central list, on which the central government is working. Second one is the state list, on which the state is working. Third one, my major concern is concurrent list. Concurrent list is a kind of list where both the central government as well as the state government, they are partnering to identify certain places where the manufacturing local job creation can be there. As Mr. Narendra Modi advocated in his past speeches, like we have to be very very vocal for the local. So we need to have a Swadeshi movement right now. So the concurrent list is very challenging right now, because there most of the times what I have seen, there is a lack of communication between the central government and state government. State government tries to do something, central government tries to do something. Of course, both the governments they are trying their level best, and they have done their best to um, meet the challenges of this corona crisis. But the government is right now also helpless, and we need to cooperate. So this kind of agro MSME policy is definitely a welcome step. It will create some more jobs, because it will utilize the local hospitals, local schools, local colleges. So no need to migrate to outside. So we have to think of creating some local jobs for all these learners, for all these people who are into skill development. So once the trainee is passed out, if the trainee can get a job, certain kind of job nearby to his home, nearby to his place of residence, then definitely the trainee will be very comfortable, and the career progression will also be there, and there will be more stability, because he is nearer to his residence. But normally in Odisha, whenever we are placing our candidates, we are either placing all these candidates in Tamil Nadu, we are placing all these candidates in Bahadurgarh, Haryana, we are placing our candidates in Bangalore, In all these places, you'll be finding approximately 60 to 70% people are from Odisha. They are trained, skilled, and certified from Odisha. They are trained with this system. So we need to create some local jobs. So that is again another challenge for the government, I believe, skill development, creating local jobs, because it will not be that easy, because it requires a very long-term planning, and immediately the needs, the basic needs cannot be met. So these are some of the challenges, and more challenges will be coming in future, because post Corona, what I believe ki, like the right now we are into a kind of platform where everybody is giving online training kind of program. But right now the virtual learning is very active in different platforms, like recently OSDA, the Odisha Skill Development Authority, has signed an MOU with Coursera and OSDA will be working jointly to provide different trainings to all the learners across India. But my only question is that, like, in Coursera, you will be finding the training pedagogy and the content in English. So the content has to be revised, because content has to be bilingual. Otherwise, people will not access to all these programs. People may search for all these programs, but people will not enroll all these programs, because they may not be able to understand that they need instructors. Because there is a policy in standard operating procedure that whatever training and learning material you are providing, that training learning material has to be very, very specific. It has to be bilingual. It has to be in English, as well as it has to be in co-local language. It might be Hindi, it might be Odia, it might be Kannada. That doesn't matter. But if at all we are tying up with different online platforms like Coursera, Future Learn, or maybe WHO, then definitely we need to revise our training methodology. So revising our training methodology itself is again a big challenge, and it's you can say we need to think of that. And right now, one more challenge is again arising, because India is actually having certain geopolitical advantage. I can say that there is a geopolitical advantage of India. India is having a very large market. India is comparatively a very young nation, because out of 138 crores people, you will be finding more than 60 crores of people, they are in the age group of only 25. So India comparatively is a very young nation. So there is right now a cold war between the European Union, the US, and China, that everybody knows. So we are fighting against the Chinese virus, but I must not say it is a Chinese virus, because if I say it is a Chinese virus, I would be very rational. Rather, I'm not a rational person. I'm a very democratic person, but I'm just repeating what Mr. Donald Trump has told, like it's a Chinese virus. So we are fighting with this Chinese virus. So many companies are actually churning out of China. But surprisingly, these companies are actually going to Vietnam, they are going to Bangladesh, they are going to your Indonesia, they are going to Bhutan, they are going to Nepal. Few companies are trying to enter into India. That's again a major challenge. Why? And even if a company is entering into Indian platform or Indian ecosystem, then the company is targeting places like Delhi NCR, places like Hyderabad, places like Calcutta, places like Nagpur, places like Bangalore. The companies are not at all interested to have a pan India presence. So we need to decentralize the industrial revolution process. The industrial setup has to be decentralized, because if all the companies can be present everywhere across India, then definitely the skill development people who are passing out of different organizations or different project implementing agencies will not find it very difficult to get a job locally. So decentralization right now is the order of the day. Due to this corona crisis, we need to reach out to different people. So reaching out to different people would be definitely another challenge. Handholding these people will be definitely another challenge. Giving training through different online media platforms will be another challenge. So these are some of the challenges what the corona crisis has given us. But I'm very optimistic. I would like to request everyone, because I have talked so many negative things, but these are all practical things. We need to consider all these negative things. But apart from that, I have a suggestion that your success is actually dependent upon the magnitude of your desire. So don't take it in in another, you should always, try level best to stay away from all these negativities, because everywhere there is, right now you have to fight with a different kind of mindset, which I can say coronavirus mindset. Earlier we were fighting with our own mindset. Right now it is a coronavirus mindset. Wherever I am going, I am thinking it is a corona. Right now also I am in the lounge. I am in the lounge of my apartment. I am thinking whether I am contaminated. Am I going to be contaminated by staying and delivering my speech over this platform in a common place? So that kind of mindset is going on. So we have to fight with this kind of mindset, because we are ultimately, we need to emerge out as lifters. We need to emerge out as winners, because winners are people who are very, very practical, and they take into consideration the negative aspect, but they have to draw out what is positive out of there. So these are some of the challenges what I have already discussed. So right now I would like to take a small pause, and it's over to Dr. Swati. After that we'll be discussing regarding the opportunities.
Great going, Sanmay. I actually was thinking that there is a continuous discussion. There are so many challenges, of course, you have discussed right now. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I am feeling okay. Not in
Okay. Okay. So yes, there are certain things which strike through me as well. I think you got on mute, Sanmay.
Swati,
Yeah, you are.
am I audible to you?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. So these are basically the challenges, sir, and everyone.
Any questions is if anyone is having, it will be good, because once he start, then normally I would not like to stop him in between. But there are many good points, will be raised, like, we can, as in trainers, we can work on various aspects, like he's talked about the languages which we can work upon. Because there are many programs. You talked about Coursera, there is Udemy and others who are providing many trainings, but it is not it is not reachable to those people who cannot speak English. So we have an opportunity. I think he will speak about it, but then there is an opportunity in that as well. So I leave it to Sanmay only. Maybe in the end I will come up with the conclusion. If there is any question, because Mr. Ashok is writing few things in the chat box. Mr. Ashok, if you want to speak it out for a short discussion, and then we can give it over to Sanmay only. Mr. Ashok, if you are there.
Hello. What's the question?
Yeah, so it was not a question. He was actually mentioning few things, I think, after listening to you. So, Ashok, am I audible to you? I think he's trying to set his mic or something.
So what's the question basically?
How many industrial cluster are functioning? You able to open your chat box? The last one.
How many industrial clusters are functioning in India? That was the question.
Yeah, that is what he has written in the chat box. If he can start his audio, will be good. He can elaborate on it.
Okay. So can I answer to the particular question, or should I wait?
Yeah, you can answer, no problem.
Well, the concept of industrial networking cluster is comparatively new to Indian market, I can say. This kind of concept, actually, Mr. Nitin Gadkari it's a brainchild of Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Mr. Nitin Gadkari has actually done a brilliant job in thinking about, this kind of movement. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, they are trying to, create approximately 350, networking clusters in the next 5 years, and 22 green expressways are also there. So the green expressways and the networking clusters will definitely create some, direct employment as well as indirect employment, because whenever there is a highway, they will be finding a lot of workers, they will be engaged, and nearby to the highway there will be small business units. So small shops will be there, kirana shops will be there, petrol pumps will be there. So a lot of job creation both directly and indirectly will be happening in the next 5 years. Government is targeting at least 5 crore jobs by next 5 years and 50% contribution of GDP to the GDP by this MSME and skill development. So as of now, government is planning for 350.
Okay. There's one more question from one of our FB viewer, Jahangir. He's from Bangladesh. He's asking that I want to know that skill development grow up, how to do it. Okay, so he's asking how to do it.
How to do? He wants to do in India or he wants to do in Bangladesh?
Yeah, because Bangladesh is also having a skill development, and there are many trainers who are traveling from India to Bangladesh. So maybe, and they are also coming to India. So maybe it's a cross culture, cross nation, or within the nation, all types of things.
So
must
like
be there in India.
I would suggest Swati, I would suggest he should go for a Google search, because right now there are different portals. There are a lot of international portals like Allison is there, and many other portals are there. Like he can also access to edX, he can also access to Udemy, he can also access to Upgrad, and even the Indian skill development has come up with a new portal called eskillingindia.org. So if he can log on to all these sites, he will be definitely getting more information. But right now the virtual learning and certification is only possible. There are certain courses which will be absolutely free of cost. The certification will be free for him, but there are certain paid courses also. So as per his excitement, as per his skills, as per the market demand, he can definitely choose a particular kind of trade or particular kind of course where he can enroll and go for some online virtual learning, and after that he can be certified. But prior to certification, he needs to attend certain quizzes, and the final assessment has to be done, and final assessment has to be cleared. So he needs to go for a virtual learning as of now, and once the COVID crisis is over or the Corona crisis is over, he should definitely choose one skill development company from his own country. If he wants to come back to India or wants to travel to India, then he would definitely get a lot of help from Ministry of Rural Development. That is already there, because they are also giving priorities to foreign nationals, because as far as multicultural background is concerned, there are you'll be finding a lot of people from foreign countries. They are undergoing different skill development courses, but he has to choose a top bracketed institution, because any XYZ skill development company in India is not going to provide, not going to absorb. Only companies like KIT University, for example, I can say, that's located in India. He can try for all these programs, but right now I would suggest he must go for some virtual learning.
Sure. So we can move on to the opportunities now.
So opportunities, as far as my knowledge is concerned, I would like to discuss some opportunities, because opportunities are always there, because this kind of situation is not new to India, not new to the globe.
I'm sorry, I'm stopping in between. Mr. Ashok has come back. Mr. Ashok, you want to, because he got disconnected, I think, in between.
Yeah, Ashok.
There was no light, so I could not join.
Okay, no issues. So your question was like, how many industrial networking clusters are there, right?
Are functioning. They are on paper. They are on paper. How many are functioning?
Ashokji, frankly speaking, if you talk regarding industrial networking cluster, we don't have any organized industrial networking cluster as of now, because this is comparatively a very new concept to India. If you compare between India and China is having lots of industrial clusters. So Mr. Nitin Gadkari is actually planning to come up with 350 industrial clusters in the coming 5 years. That's his plan. But right now, if you talk about the hubs, we are having hubs. We are having different networking hubs. The hubs are already functioning. Tamil Nadu, for example, the Tirupur, there is a place called Tirupur. You'll be, you might have heard about this place. Tirupur is very much famous for your garment manufacturing. So a lot of garment manufacturing units are there. So Tirupur, I can say it's not a kind of industrial networking cluster. Rather, I would say Tirupur is a kind of manufacturing hub. So right now we are actually into the process of making and creating certain network clustering. So network industrial networking clusters will be there in future. So right now in pen and paper there might be so many things, but we are right now not practically we don't have any industrial cluster. Industrial cluster requires so many different paradigms and different lexicons. It requires larger connectivity. It requires larger infrastructure. It requires digital transformation. It requires combining digitalization with local community. So lot of things are going to happen in the coming future. Let's be very positive. So right now we are only having hubs, but 350 network clusters are in pipeline. Hope by 2025 we will be getting all those clusters.
Hope so. Okay.
So this is your question, or any no, any other thing you would like to ask?
Is industry supporting the skill development?
Yeah, definitely. Industries are actually the front runners, I can say. I'll give you one example. Tata, you might have heard about this name. So Tata is a group which is known for its ethics, for its values, and Tata is probably one of the highly, recommended companies, one of the highly recommended companies for every, new aspirant, or maybe any old aspirant will also would like to join Tata. So Tata has come up with a new initiative called Tata Strive, and Tata Strive is actually of revamping the whole ITI training. ITI, you might be aware, that is industrial training being provided by different government institutions. The total Tata Strive is into that, and more or less Tata is a major employer to different skill development companies, like Tata website is there. Tata website is actually observing lots of people who are passed out from this DDU-GKY program. So you'll be finding in Tata Strive there are so many people from 10th background, and for the past 5 years or 6 years they are working with Tata Stride, and Tata website. They are working with different departmental stores given by Tata. So Tata is a major employer, as well as supporting in revamping the whole education. So it's a good initiative. And apart from Tata, you will be also finding other industries like Escort is there, Pearson is there. So industries are 100%, they are coming. They are actually known as captive employers. That means they are giving courses and they are absorbing all these people at their own industry setups. So captive employers are there in skill development. They are supporting. Am I audible?
Sir, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. The questions that you put forth were really enriching for me. So Swati, can we start, because we are running out of time, I believe.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
So as far as the opportunities part is concerned, I can say that there are lots of opportunities. What are opportunities? Because right now I think everybody is undergoing this locking and unlocking kind of thing. So it's the time for preparation. All I can say. That's the number one opportunity, because right now you need to have a SWOT analysis. So that means you are finding a lot of idle time at home. We are all sitting at home, and I have seen people doing TikTok, people doing watching movies in different Prime Video, Netflix, and all this kind of thing. But that's good. Entertainment mentality is good, but I would like to suggest everyone to please brush up your fundamentals. And right now there are lots of online platforms available, as Dr. Swati discussed, and many participants, they have also asked regarding these online platforms. Lots of online platforms are available, so you must go for certain value addition to your career. That means first of all you need to decide what can be the next course of action, because in this point in time, at this point in time specifically, I can say the livelihood is lost. we don't have any universal basic income. I am not talking about those people who are having stable jobs. Rather, I am talking about those people, those 10 crore or 20 crore people who are struggling to pay their EMIs or pay their loan or pay their house rent, because the EMIs, the house rents, the loans, they have not stopped themselves. We need to pay all those things. So you will be finding, government has already declared, like government has declared there will be 80 crore people who will be getting their rations, who will be getting their groceries. There will be certain class of people you will be finding who are having central government jobs, who are having state government jobs. They are getting their salaries. But I am talking about those 10 crores or 20 crore people who are coming under the mall class or who are coming under the middle class. So the middle class people are facing actually lots of challenges. But one thing, like we have to combat with this kind of challenge, because this kind of challenge is not new. India has already witnessed so many global pandemic, like in the past we have witnessed Spanish flu. In the past we have witnessed Mahabharat war. Mahabharat war, many people say it's a mythology, but I believe it's a kind of history, because as long as Lord Krishna is there, I believe I am not here to promote Hinduism, but I believe the Bhagavad Gita can be used as a management doctrine, or as a management research paper, because 5000 years back at Kurukshetra, most specifically when there was a conversation between Arjuna and your Lord Krishna, it is more or less like a kind of FAQ. It's more or less like a kind of webinar, whatever right now is going on, because on behalf of us, Arjuna has asked lots of questions to your Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna has answered all those questions in his own way. So Lord Krishna has actually told us to do two things. One, to identify the customers, and to identify something which the customer cannot do without your help. So you need to identify certain opportunity. First of all, your identification of opportunity depends upon three things. Your interest level, that is very important, because there will be lots of opportunities post corona. I believe that. I am still optimistic, because post corona there will be lots of opportunities. People will be flooded with offers. So, and once the vaccination comes, people will say ki no bhai kuch nahi hua hai, and we are very happy. But right now, we need to find out ki what sort of opportunity will be very important for me, and I need to find out. And it depends upon my skill level. It depends upon my excitement level, and it depends upon the market demand. So I need to find out. मेरे पास अगर बहुत सारा product है as a company, तो मुझे तो 4 product रखना पड़ेगा. I need to find out 4 different products what my competitors are not having, and but I must not follow my competitors, because अगर मैं अपने competitors को follow करता हूँ, so definitely I am going to be in the same mad rat race. So my suggestion to find out opportunities for all of us is, first, we need to enrich ourselves, we need to learn something, we need to utilize our time. We may join for certain volunteering tasks, because volunteering tasks may not give you money right now, as of now, but will keep yourself engaged, because right now engagement is very important. Because you might have heard, there are so many cases of anxiety, there are so many cases of depression, there are so many cases of suicide, like recently we lost a great talent like Mr. Sushant Singh Rajput, and I'm shocked. And like a person like Sushant Singh Rajput, who has bought a land on moon, he has committed suicide. He was a very talented student, he was a very talented guy, and he was an upcoming actor, and he didn't have any godfather, of course, but still he has carved his niche in Bollywood. In spite of all success, people are committing suicide, and I don't feel ki only nepotism factor is responsible. Rather, I would say ki it's a kind of mental illness. It's a kind of mental health. So right now, my major advice or major suggestions I can say to all the people, to please take care of your mental health, because that will be an opportunity. You should stay fit, you should stay healthy, you should stay skilled, you should stay determined, and you should stay away from corona. So lots of opportunities are there. You need to find out your opportunities depending upon your skill level, depending upon your excitement level, and depending upon the market demand. But one suggestion like that, I can give you thousands of opportunities. Right now, I can discuss thousands of opportunities, thousands of failure-proof business plan, thousands of skill Mahakumbh we can discuss. But all these discussions will not be very feasible if you do not rewire yourself, if you do not analyze yourself, if you do not know about your own strengths and own opportunities, own weaknesses and own things, so you need to first of all do a thorough SWOT analysis. After that, opportunities can be found out for one has to find out an opportunity for his or her own, what I feel. So lots of opportunities are there. For example, if you can start a freelancing business idea, like right now everything is online, everything is virtual, so you can try your luck for some data entry work, you can try your luck for some financial advisor or financial consulting kind of thing. You can be a marketing advisor, you can be a marketing consultant, you can be a gymnastics specialist over you can be an app developer, you can try your luck in writing. So you can do many things, you can do many things which you might not have done your past, done all these things in your past. So you need to find out what sort of opportunities will be suitable for you. So that's all, Swati, from my end.
Okay, there is a question from Manas. Manas, if you want to switch on your audio, that is also okay.
Yeah, Manas.
Though I'll read the question, Manas, for you, but if you want to switch on your audio, you can switch on your audio as well. So he has actually asked the question that in which sector we can get opportunities after this pandemic. He has got some issues in his mic, so he can't speak.
Okay. So it's great to have Manas in this ecosystem. So, suggestion would be like, if we analyze the whole, corona crisis, you will be finding approximately 30% of the total population is right now out of job. They're jobless actually. They're not having their money. They're not having their livelihood. They're not having their universal, basic income. So that's the major actually challenge right now. So whenever you are again into a kind of mindset where you are not earning your salary, because money, I say कि money may not be everything, but money can take you to a far extent during your lifetime. So जैसे कि there is a proverb in Hindi, पैसा खुदा नहीं होता है, but पैसा खुदा से कम भी नहीं होता है. So we have to think कि what sort of things can be monetized first of all. जो भी अभी हम लोग कर रहे हैं या फिर जो भी whatever initiatives we are taking for our self development, we need to understand, can we monetize all these things or these are all hobbies? If these are all hobbies, that's fine, that's for time pass, but we need to again think of what sort of industries will be viable. So post corona, I believe there are two different kind of industries. One is sunrise industry and second one is sunset industry. So Manas, you should not try for sunset industry or for sunrise industry. Sunrise industry, I can say pharmaceutical industry, it is having an inelastic demand, and during the corona crisis, pharma industry has grown like anything, FMCG has grown like anything, then your e-commerce industry has grown like anything, then the travel aggregators like Swiggy, Zomato, they have grown like anything. The basic commodities, if you are planning to start a business, then basic commodities like as Mr. Narendra Modi advised everyone to sell vegetables. Like the basic commodities can be sold out. Banking and finance you can try. Healthcare you can try. Media and entertainment you can try. These are all winning industries. These are all winners. But skill development is actually a kind of industry which I can say it's neither losing nor winning. It's an in-betweener. But the sunset industries are also there, like printing press, small businesses, the different gift shops, the malls, the cinemas, the multiplexes, the hospitality industry, the restaurant, all these sectors are right now finished, and they don't have any clue what to do in the next 5 to 6 months, because the expenses are still there. So Manas, I would rather suggest you go for an winning industry. You first of all find out what sort of opportunity is important for you. Then you can think of choosing a particular industry. Go for a sunrise industry. So that's all, Manas.
Yeah, so okay, he has written thank you. I hope he got his reply. Anyone else other than Manas, if you have any question from Sanmay, can come up. Mr. Ashok, you want to ask something?
Son, can I ask a question, sir?
Sure, sir. It's my pleasure actually, because you are very proactive, and I believe in proactivism.
You see, the Narendra Modi started the skill development activities in the country.
Yeah.
But even after 5 years, my impression is that this activity is not taking proper shape and not serving the purpose. A lot of fake skill development organization has come up. Even engineering colleges started their own skill development college for their own students, which they
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
teach for 4 years. How can they teach the skill development afterwards? It's my worry to you. I don't know it is correct or wrong. Please.
So, if you can, I'm not able to articulate what exactly your question is all about, sir. So, if you can repeat your question, ki what exactly you are trying to ask, then it would be better on my part to, give you a question answer with my,
I am worrying,
knowledge
sir. I
is
am
concerned.
worrying. My
Are you
question
worried about
is
the real implementation or what?
real impact of skill development activities in
Okay.
our country when we are going for Atmanirbhar, how we can do it better. I don't know
Okay.
how we can do, how we as a trainer, how we can participate better in this movement.
Okay, so it's actually a great question over such a great platform. But अशोक जी, rather मैं आपको एक honest जवाब दूंगा. I will not be that fake to you because actually you are true. That means Mr. Narendra Modi has declared this skill development program in the year 2014, and after 2014, so many things happened over social media, and there are so many companies, there are so many fake promises by different companies, but government is slowly revising all these things. Like right now, if you take into consideration the state of Odisha is very strict in all these things because Odisha is very stringent. Odisha doesn't approve any XYZ company. That means any XYZ company cannot enter into this skill development platform until and unless it gives a kind of bank guarantee. So bank guarantee is a kind of thing where Odisha has actually given a breakthrough. Like we are not taking any XYZ company. But it's not the case of Odisha. Rather, MORD is actually trying to take some initiatives regarding this. So slowly, there will be one umbrella. I believe I am a little optimistic because ultimately, if implementation you are talking about and value addition you are talking about, only I can say out of the 100, target beneficiaries, only 10% people have been, getting benefited out of the whole system. So 10% success, I can say ki in the last 5 years, we have only achieved the 10% success. Still, there are miles to go in this particular sector. And as far as the value addition, of the training fraternity is concerned, the training fraternity is clever enough to make, its own value addition because the trainers are very clever. As far as because they know the art of speaking. Whenever you can speak, और आपके पास जनता भी है ना, like your student fans are all also there, your fan followers are there. जिसके पास जनता है उसकी तो दुनिया सुनता है. तो I'd rather tell Ashok ji कि you don't think of all these things. You try to value add yourself, your profile. You go for some self development tasks. You go for gymming. You go for certain things. You go for some pranic food, some pranic superfood. You go for meditation. You go for dieting. Do whatever possible things you can do. So please take care of yourself. Don't take too much burden. Try to focus on all those things where you have a control, and don't focus all those things where you don't have any definite control. So only one word, there will be only one sentence from my end. वितर्क बाधने प्रतिपक्ष भावनम. वितर्क बाधने प्रतिपक्ष भावनम का मीनिंग ये है, वितर्क मतलब कुतर्क, मतलब नेगेटिव थॉट. जब भी मेरे माइंड में कोई नेगेटिव थॉट आता है, इफ एट ऑल एनी काइंड, बिकॉज नेगेटिव थॉट इज आल्सो अ काइंड ऑफ थॉट. I don't have any power, like my brain has evolved like anything for the past 5,000 years. I can memorize every negative incident and every positive incident that has happened to my life. So vitark, whenever there is a negative thought, just try to replace that thought with a higher one. So that's the only practice you need to do. And I believe you are an intellectual person, and you are clever enough. I think you know better than me whatever you have asked. I believe, I have, explained to your query. That's all.
Mr. Ashok, I hope you got the reply.
Thank you. Thank you, Swati. Thank you.
Ashokji, I have tried my level best, but it requires a lot of, vivid discussions. Because implementation, I think we have failed. That's true.
Can I have your number, sir, so that we can talk later on?
Definitely. You can have my number. You want it right now, over this platform, or you
You can
can
share
note
in
down.
the personal window, Mr. Ashok. We'll share it with you. We'll share in the WhatsApp.
Don't worry, sir. We are in the system. Jiva se Jivanam. Yeah. I'll share. Not an issue.
Okay. Any other questions if we have from the participants? Okay, I cannot see any raised hand right now, Sanmay.
I believe I am able to, clarify, or it might be very good, it might be very bad, because I am thinking in that way. Because whenever there is no question from the audience, either your audience is, clever enough to understand everything, or your audience has not understood anything. That I feel. But I have to be optimistic.
Yes, there are so many things which are introspective as per me, as per my understanding, Sanmay. And I believe we have a mixed group today. So there are trainers, there are people having a business as well. There are some students also, you said, right? So everyone have their own, thought process and understanding about the subject. But I believe there is definitely a learning from the entire session, entire knowledge sharing actually you have done from your side. As per your knowledge, you have
Thank you
shared
so much.
whatever you have done. So I'm glad. Even I have, I'm thinking about so many things after listening to your points. Though you spoke about something in Odisha, there's some good things which is happening over there, and then how it is, managed by the central government and the state government, which is where
Yeah.
we all are coming in picture because we all are in different locations and connecting here, virtually. But we can think about our own areas, like, where, what I can do in my own place, in my own city, or in my own locality. There are so many things, there are so many opportunities of, like, when you are
Correct.
speaking, I was, thinking ki, okay, ye bhi ho sakta hai, wo bhi ho sakta hai, so that way, if we all can start thinking, we all can do so many things and give back to the society, and as well as make sure our earnings. That is what I believe and understood and learned from this session.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we all can do so many things. Not only skill development, but there are so many other things which is also mentioned. With this note, as I can
Thank
see
you
some
so very much.
messages in good discussion, sir. It's clear, sir. Mr. Alok has said. So I believe that it's a good
Thank you
session
so very much,
overall.
Alokji.
Yeah, thank you, Sanmay. Thank you, everyone. We would then we can go ahead and close the session over here. Thank you, Sanmay, for taking out time and
Yeah,
for all
sure.
the discussions over here. We look forward again with you to do something else in future. So thank you so
Sure.
much, everyone,
It's pleasure.
for joining. And thank you, Sanmay, again. And this is Dr. Swati from Trainers Club signing off.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Swati and Trainers Club.
Thank you.